Are you struggling with frequent trips to the bathroom, and every time you go to the bathroom it feels that your bladder never fully empties? Well, the truth is there's millions of men out there just like you with the same struggles. That's the struggle of an enlarged prostate, or BPH. Truth is, it happens as we age. But here's the good news. The good news is research shows us is that there's one nutrient that stands out far above the rest, and this one nutrient is highly concentrated in the prostate. So therefore, it's very important for not only relieving symptoms, but shrinking an enlarged prostate. So in this video, I'm going to reveal this number one nutrient along with how much of it you need and how to take it. So let's go ahead and dive in. But before we do, I'm Dr. Nick Zyrowski, and as always, it's a pleasure helping you improve your health and doing it naturally. So let's first take a look at this issue here of an enlarged prostate. For men, as we age, it's very common that the prostate starts to enlarge. By the age of 60, many men are starting to struggle with symptoms, and by the age of 80, it's pretty much universal across the board that men will have this issue. Now, that means more bathroom breaks, that means a weaker urine flow, and it also means a lot of frustration because eventually this is going to get to the point where it keeps you up all night. Now, doctors have recommended medication for years or even surgery for years for this problem, but the truth is that these medications have a lot of nasty side effects. The surgeries have side effects. It's not just a quick fix. And so the thing that we want to do is we want to look to the natural approach of solving this issue. And the good news for you is that there is a very good natural approach. It's well-rounded that will fully solve this issue. And this really is awesome because it's not going to have the nasty side effects, and it comes down to this one key nutrient. Now, this one key nutrient is going to be zinc. It's zinc that will help shrink an enlarged prostate and also relieve you of your symptoms. Now, why is this so important? It's because the prostate is one of the most zinc concentrated tissues in the entire body. And zinc is going to play a huge role in the regulation of the prostate cell growth. It's going to balance hormones like testosterone and DHT and also help reduce inflammation. So the research shows that men who have enlarged prostates typically are going to almost always have a zinc deficiency. And so when they look at the men who are still dealing with these enlarged prostates, they find that they have the zinc deficiency, and the men who don't have enlarged prostates do not have a zinc deficiency. So what we can definitely conclude from some of this research is that a zinc sufficiency, having proper levels of zinc, will certainly point you down the right path. So why is zinc going to be so beneficial? Let's look at some of the benefits it offers. It's going to help balance dihydrotestosterone. Why is this important? Well, high levels of dihydrotestosterone are linked to promoting the growth of the prostate and causing the cells to grow excessively. So zinc is going to help keep this hormone in check. Zinc also is going to have an anti-inflammatory effect. Chronic inflammation is going to drive enlargement of the prostate, and zinc acts as a natural anti-inflammatory nutrient for the prostate itself. Zinc also is going to support your immune health, and a strong immune system helps protect the prostate from cellular damage. Now, zinc also helps with cellular repair. Zinc is essential for DNA repair. Zinc is important for healthy prostate cell turnover and keeping the gland functioning properly. Now, here's the thing, is that whenever you're dealing with an issue like prostate enlargement, one of the things that you want to do is you want to start piling on some of the beneficial compounds, some of the beneficial nutrients that have been research proven to actually shrink the enlarged prostate. So we know now that zinc is number one, right? But there's some more. And if it were me dealing with this issue, I wouldn't just use one thing. I'd use many different nutrients in order to help with this issue. Let me explain to you some of the other nutrients that you should pile on as a protocol in order to help with your prostate issue. Vitamin B6, very important. Cranberry fruit solids have also been shown to be very beneficial during this time. Saw palmetto extract, along with beta sterols and also pygeum extract. Okay, these are all very beneficial. So zinc along with these, and I'll put a link in the description below to a formula that I use clinically and I see work very well for people. Here's the key though, is that it's not just a 30-day thing. You should at least be giving this a 90-day chance, because if you have a deficiency in these areas and you start taking these nutrients, you will take some time to become sufficient in these nutrients. And also, once that sufficiency is hit, you're going to start getting the benefit that it offers back towards the prostate. So I'll put a link in the description below to this formula that we use. Sure, you can use zinc alone. However, using it with some of these other nutrients is going to have a compounding impact and amplify the benefits that zinc has to offer, no doubt about it. Now, here's some other ways that you can get zinc other than supplementation. If I have this problem, once again, I'm going towards supplementation. But some of the best food sources for zinc are going to be oysters, grass-fed beef, pumpkin seeds, cashews, and also chickpeas. But here's the catch. Even some of these foods that are commonly known to be high in zinc aren't even all that great due to soil depletion and proper nutrients. A lot of times we're finding even the foods that we look to for proper nutrition are not giving us proper nutrition, and a lot of men will deal with malabsorption issues, which specifically when it comes to minerals like zinc. So this is where, once again, getting back to not only utilizing zinc-rich foods, but also supplementation is ideal here if you're truly trying to get results and solve this naturally. And this is why the supplementation can be so helpful. So typically where you're going to want to be as far as range goes of how much zinc you need is between 15 and 30 milligrams. The particular formula that I suggested that is very beneficial and that I use clinically and see great results with uses 20 milligrams a day. But even though zinc is a beneficial mineral here, we don't want to overdo it because it can have an impact on copper in the body. So being that you're hearing me say zinc is beneficial, that doesn't mean you want to go take a load of zinc every single day, far beyond the necessity of what the body can even handle at that time, because it can have other implications. So we want to make sure that we're taking proper dosing. Like I said, 15 to 30 milligrams is ideal. Now, what can we do beyond some of these nutrients in order to help shrink and enlarge prostate? One is going to be following an anti-inflammatory diet, a diet that is free of sugar, a diet that is low in grains, a diet that is very low in carbohydrates, and diet that is going to be high in proteins and good healthy fats. Going to definitely help with this process. Next thing we want to do is make sure that we're exercising. This is going to help boost your testosterone. This is going to help boost your growth hormone and also just support the healing process in the body. I want to focus on proper hydration. This is very important. Drinking lots of water. Many people are drinking everything but water anymore. Stick to your water for proper hydration, and this is going to all support the process of shrinking that enlarged prostate. I'm Dr. Nick Zyrowski, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video here, I think you'll like this one next.